Hi everybody, it's Savannah and I am here today with a new project and I hope you guys will like it. I'm actually going to create a playlist calling it the 100 subscriber giveaway or something like that. It'll be linked in the description box and it will also be attached to these videos. So what I'm going to be doing is with the free printables that I gave everyone for the for when I reached 100 subscribers, I'm going to make a little journal and I'm going to try to use things that I think everyone will have or mostly will have. So I'll go through the printables and how I printed them out in a moment. They're still printing off the printer right now. How are you all doing? I'm excited to be here. You guys have been so sweet with all your comments. So right now what I'm going to just do is cover this medicine box with gesso so that I don't have any bleed through. I'm using a sponge applicator. I don't know if this was the best way to do it. I'm probably going to have to do a couple coats of this. So this is one way of doing it. I've got two here, so I'll show you two possible ways of doing it, and then I'll see what I like best. I just don't want that to, it's a bright blue box, so I don't want it. And all I did was just opened it up. But you all know I've been sick, and we have a bunch of these little boxes right now. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, wouldn't that make just the cutest little journal? So the reason I'm leaving this all open right now is I might glue it down. I might glue this part down to form a little tuck spot. And then I might glue it down and just to itself to reinforce it. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry for now. Let me make sure recording, I'm in frame. I'm gonna let that dry for now. And then I'll show you what you can do with the other one, or the other way I was thinking of doing it. So I have this one open as well. So with this one, I was thinking I just open it up to leave me the options of what I want to do. But this one I'm going to collage on top of. So I'm thinking, since I know I'm going to collage, and then I have an idea for another box too, of making it where it flips and tucks into itself like that, but I'm not going to do that today. So since this is going to collage, I'm going to go ahead and cut these extra bits off because that's going to reinforce it and make it strong enough. So I'm just going around and cutting all these extra little tabby bits off. This one I'm leaving for a second because I think I'm going to make this the back cover and then have this as a tuck spot. So I'm wondering if what I want to do is keep those tabs and then just glue those down. I think I will. So I'm going to keep those tabs. I'm probably not going to collage them. But then when I glue it down, then that'll create a little pocket, if you know what I mean. So let me just cut these down. It's really funny. I had planned to do this yesterday, And then this morning I was watching House of Mahalo, Justine, and she was kind of running a challenge. It's really cute. I'll link it below. And the first spin of the wheel was upcycle cover, and she's like, what are you all going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to use a cold medicine box. And she's like, I have done videos on that. And so I told her, great minds think alike. And she actually does have a little mini course. I'll link it below. I briefly glanced at it, and she's got a lot of information. I learned about a Rolodex book. I don't know how I missed that trend from looking at her little mini course. So I would say check it out. There's just lots of ideas there. It was really, really neat. So I didn't finish or watch the videos yet that she put out on the mini course because I just wanted to get up here and do this. Okay, so that's what it's going to be like. So I'm going to collage this. So see, it's going to be a cute little journal, I think. So for right now, let's see, what do I want to collage with? I think I'm actually going to collage with the papers. I was thinking of doing book papers, but then I changed my mind. So I just printed some out. Like I said, they're still printing. These ones I did single-sided, and they didn't print borderless, which I don't know why. Sometimes I can get my printer to do borderless, and sometimes I can't. So, but that's okay. So I'm just going to tear some of these down. So I did some single-sided and some double-sided. So on these ones that I printed, I just put fill entire page. Let's see, do I want to do glue stick? Or wet glue? Oh, let's go ahead and do the Eileen's Tacky Glue if it'll come out. Get my pen here. So I am going to have to edit this video a little bit because I'm home. And I know pretty soon my husband is going to probably say something. Well, actually, we're going to have our coffee, our morning coffee. We always do that on the weekends. How much time do we spend trying to wipe up glue or get our glue unclogged? This one's kind of my fault, though, because I did not put a thing on it. I didn't put a pin in it. Come on, glue. So yeah, this is probably going to be a several part series, but I just thought it would be fun to do it. Oh my goodness. It's just coming out so thick. Okay, this is not working. We're gonna go glue stick. And I need my paper. One thing I've discovered about what I like and don't like with collage is I definitely like bigger pieces. And I don't mind some book page. I do like some book page and music pages in it. But I really prefer just like my printouts when I collage or digitals. And I like the pieces to be a little bit bigger. That should be still wet. Oh, I need to put some here. So I think it's important when you're trying different techniques, like I talk about it all the time, being authentic and true to how you were created, how God created you. So here's some more of those pages. This is the photos printed 4 to a page. Then this is the photos printed 6 to a page, but there's only 5 photos, or faux vintage photos. Then this is everything printed 2 to a page. And I wanted to try this to see, I'll just show you, give you ideas of what you can do with this. I wanted to fold it in half. And I know I need to cut down the whites off, but I wanted to see if I just do 2 to a page and fold in half, because I know it does have that little white part in the middle, right? And then I did do some double-sided, but I think, and I could be crazy, when this is inserted, I don't think you'll even see this white edge. And if you do, if we just distress it, I think it would be fine. But once it's in a journal, where do I have some folded papers? Oh, I just stuck my hand in the gesso. Well, let's just see. No, this isn't exactly it, but see, when it's bound in the journal and tied in there, I think it might work. I don't know, we'll see. That was one idea I had with that. So then here is another one of the papers, just printed full, or I marked it fill the page. So when I do that, it does cut off some of it. Oh, that one is so pretty. And then there, I'm going to use some of this. It's my collage. So I'm sure you all know how to collage. I collage all the time with this, the glue stick, and it works fine for me. And I'm hanging it off the edge, and then I'll go back around and cut it. Now some of that wording is kind of showing through there. Well, I'm going to keep going because I actually don't mind it. It almost looks like script, but I'm curious to see what it's going to look like over here. Yeah, it doesn't show through there. Okay. So right there, it's showing through a little bit. I don't know if it'll pick it up. The wording is showing through a little bit, but it almost looks like writing. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to keep going. Let's bring in some of this blue. I just love these flowers. And this is such a small piece that you can kind of put more glue down, because it's not going to dry that fast. So let's see if we can get that rose to be on the spine. Trying to get mostly the flowers on here. So I'm filming this on a Saturday. It's probably going to take me, like I said, multiple days to get this done. because it is the weekend. So unless my husband is doing something, I am spending time with him on his days off. There. That's pretty right there. Not very chatty today. I think there's probably not much to explain here. And it does seem like the feedback I've also received, which I'm so grateful for, is you guys really like hearing about the process of what's happening. So if you tear one way, you get a white edge. If you tear the other way, you don't. And I like to tear both ways. I kind of like that white edge. Over time, that it's thin and it will distress more quickly. And also, if you want to distress it, it takes the distress ink better. So you can see there's like little white bits there because of the direction I tore. So if you tear this way up, it puts the white on that side. If you tear down, then it doesn't. I hope that made sense. So if you tear up, it just depends on which way you tear it. And this paper that I'm using is the Costco paper, which I really, really love. I feel like it takes the inks really well, and it has a, it's thicker. It's a little thicker than, like, you know, your Amazon Basics copy paper, but it's not really thick. And I like it. Okay, almost done, almost done. I'm sure this is going on way longer than I wanted it to. Grabbing some, I think I finished printing everything now. Yes, okay. Let's do some of this over here. That's a really pretty little piece. Put that down there. And then, oops. Okay, there we go. I got that there. I'll just use this. Let's turn it around this way. There. Well, normally I wouldn't use a piece this small, but I do have to fill in the gaps. Okay. Just, and I can always go back in and fix any parts that aren't glued down well. Let me just take this. I just have this little section here to do. Is that going to be long enough? Yes. Oops. Turn it this way to get more of the flower. Okay, there we go. So that is, this is drying there. Then there's this one. And I'm just gonna go around and trim off the extra. You guys have probably seen a ton of collage videos So I'm just going to trim that off, and then I will be back. Okay, I got that trimmed up. I just didn't think you needed to sit and watch me do all of that. It is still wet, so I probably shouldn't be folding it yet, but I'm gonna just do this one edge here. And I'm going to use the tacky glue here, if it'll come out. Oh my gosh, come out. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna use my craft bond. Which I like this because even if you leave it open, then it pushes out the dry bit. And then it's, and this was tilted upside down. Oh, come on. It was coming out. Boy, I'm just having a bad glue day. Okay, I don't know if that was recording still or not. Well, air just came through and now it won't. I could see through it. And now it's not coming out again as soon as I start the camera back up. Okay, here we go. I think it's working because I cleared it. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue this to there. And then I want to clip it while it dries. So I just have, I'm just going to do it with paper clips here, because I have the nice clips somewhere. But if you guys could see the state of my table. And I said I wasn't going to print out anything new, but I think it's worth it just a little bit. I only printed out a few pages, but I wanted to get those for everyone. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry now. And then once these are dry, I will come back and do the next part. Bye for now. Sending you all lots of love. And I will talk to you soon. Until next time, love always, Savannah.